behalf of the City of Madisonville, I'd like to thank both the Madisonville Police Department and the Hopkins County Sheriff's Department for a very successful day in drug interdiction. We're very proud of what they've done to take some serious drugs and some serious drug offenders off of the street today. And so they'll tell you more about the details, but again, I can't tell you how proud we are of all of our Sheriff's Department deputies and officers, and our Madisonville Police Department chief and officers for all the great work that they did today. Thank you, Mayor.
Welcome everybody. I think if I left one statement with you today would be that cooperation in law enforcement pays results, and we're seeing that today. We have successfully completed a drug roundup, search warrant, and arrest warrant operation today, where we hit 14 separate locations, three different banks, and we served 11 arrest warrants, all successfully without any incidents. Other further incidents today. We have disrupted, we think, the largest distribution network of synthetic cannabinoids in western Kentucky up to southern Indiana. We believe that, based on our investigation, that this is in excess of 100 pounds a month, 100 pounds of synthetics a month that this conspiracy was a part of. And today we confiscated approximately $250,000 in cash and property. And again, we arrested those number of individuals. So I'll be glad to entertain. Also, the Kentucky State Police was also assisting with us today, along with the successful help of the Drug Enforcement Administration. They were not able to be with us part of this press conference, but they were a vital piece of the hinge of this process. So I'll be glad to entertain any questions you may have for any of us. Lieutenant Mitchell has some of this product that we seized today, that we have in hand, over 50 pounds that we think right now of this product that would have went in the hands of our youth and our citizens of Hopkins County, western Kentucky, all the way to southern Indiana. So anybody have any questions? Doreen, just go ahead.
And the synthetic drugs that we're encountering is specifically affecting the youth of Madisonville and Hopkins County, and it's something. I mean, this is a big day for us here in Hopkins County, not for law enforcement, but for the people of Madisonville and Hopkins County. It's a serious drug. A lot of people think that because it looks like marijuana in that bag that you see there, that it's marijuana. There's nothing about it really that's marijuana. It's a synthetic chemical that, to be quite honest with you, is melting some people's brains. And I was telling you a minute ago, I think in my 17 years, Chief Williams and I started at the same time. In my 17 years, I think today's cooperation between the four agencies that were there working together is the smoothest for a large operation like we did today. Is the smoothest that I've ever seen something go. It was effective. Everybody was organized, and a lot of it was due to Lieutenant Mitchell and his narcotics detectives and narcotics detective from the sheriff's office that's working with them, as well as state police and DEA. I think it was one of the most organized, and I think we had 12 people rounded up within, or 11 people rounded up within, I think 2 hours, and that just doesn't happen. And I think today was a testament to our working relationship for sure.
Do we have 35 personnel involved with this?
I don't know the number.
We think we had 30. We had 30 personnel of different agencies all together working on this today.
After all the individuals were rounded up today, the sheriff's office, we transported them directly to Bowling Green. Since it was a federal case, they were transported and released to the custody of U.S. Marshal Service.
On this real quick, I'll show you guys. This product here, this is finished product. We got approximately 50 pounds of this today. A lot of them are packaged like this for sale. This product here is rare that you get to see this. This is actually the illegal substance that's ordered from China, that's sprayed onto the chemical to make it illegal. This is the stuff that is extremely toxic and illegal that we recovered from one of the residents today. This product alone can make about 100 pounds of synthetic, what you have here. So that's what we have in these 2 bags.
Doreen, you had a question?
So were all these people picked up today, were they connected?
they were all connected into one syndicate.
And what's the, did you find the different amounts in one location or different locations?
Several different
Yeah,
locations.
multiple locations.
And how was it they were working together?
Oh, they just had a network, a typical drug distribution network of some would produce the items, some would receive it, some would make it, some would distribute it out, so on and so forth, just like a typical drug organization.
So will there be other arrests?
This concludes this section of it. There could be some follow-up things to tie up down the road, but this is the majority of the network.
So what would you say would be the street value of everything you collected today?
We think around the $250,000 mark.
They're actually still counting and processing everything that was taken in today.
And again, like the sheriff said, this is a drug that we're finding. It's extremely dangerous. It's frightening to us. We've never seen a drug grow so fast. We're seeing it on traffic stops. We're seeing it on, you name it, we're finding it, and it's good to take a dent out of it here. And we actually went to a meeting last Friday about changing the penalties on it, and some of the other counties haven't seen it yet. So we're trying to get in front of it to stop it before it spreads out of Hopkins County.
So would you say the rise in synthetic drug use is a result of the transfer of mental patients? Transport of a 54% rise in mental patients?
Is there a correlation there? I think I can say that, but I would, I would definitely be some correlation there.
Could be. And actually, the meeting he was talking about that we were in last week, there was the chemist there from the State Police Crime Lab says they're actually seeing new strains of the chemical that are making people very violent. So it's constantly, the chemical is constantly an evolving thing that constantly has different effects on people. And if 4 people standing in a group all use the same one person may act differently than the next, and it's just, you never know what you're going to get when you're dealing with somebody that's on this type of drug.
Did you seize bank assets and property today also?
We're still working on all the seizures that take place. There will be a lot of seizures, and we're still working on that this time. But that is being looked at for sure, yeah.
How long has the investigation been going on? How far back did it start?
Over a year ago, but it started to grow exponentially in the last 6 months, I'd say.
It started really in 2013. We can date it back to that, starting the investigation. In the last year, it's really picked up.
Usually how these investigations start, you'll get a tip here and there, and as they're filling their network out and building those strands of it, you start getting reports of it, and that's where we came to today.
And again, when all the law enforcement agencies come together and share that information, a lot of times that's what helps click and make that investigation, help connect the dots for the investigation.
This has been literally hundreds of hours, man hours involved in this, of surveillance, of bank records, of, you name it. It's literally hundreds of hours, if not thousands.
Were some of these individuals, was there like a kingpin, I guess, or like a guy kind of leading this ring of people? Or
Yes.
Mr. Barnes, Christopher Barnes, was we feel the kind of the kingpin, if you will, of the whole organization.
Okay.
Any other questions?
You said that there was evidence, I guess, showing that this maybe reached up into other states. How far into other states are you talking here? Is it
We can be sure of Indiana and Kentucky.
Indiana?
Yes.
Southern Indiana,
Southern
I think
Indiana,
Evansville, Newburgh area,
Gotcha.
for sure.
Okay.
Is the white powder, you said, is made into a liquid and sprayed upon?
I won't get to the details, but this is the illegal substance that is sprayed on to the chemical to make it.
So the stuff in the bag that looks like marijuana is actually
It's a plant-based substance.
Organic material.
Just any kind of organic material they can spray it onto and smoke it.
like grass, not hot grass, but
Correct.
grass.
Yeah. And that's, sometimes it gives the illusion that this is a marijuana type product, and it's much more dangerous than what we're seeing.
children involved? Were they taken into child protect,
No, there was no significant incident of that.
anybody, injured during these arrests? Did you have any trouble?
None at all.
It was very smooth. Went really well.
Did they expect it?
No.
We don't think so.
Well, we know you went to so you had some officers at the Huddle House today.
Mhm.
Can you tell us what was going on there?
Mr. Barnes was a manager or employee at the Huddle House, and part of the search warrant would be collection of some of his property that was there at the Huddle House. That's what we were there for today.
Was he trafficking out of the restaurant?
We don't think so.
Well,
We don't know.
we won't get into the details of that, what he was doing at the Huddle House, but we were there because of this investigation, yeah.
What about at Badgett building? Badgett buildings,
Like, were y'all probably at the bank, weren't you?
bank? At the
The old train depot on Arch Street, that's where we kind of stayed.
That's
We just stayed in the parking lot there. That was all of us
Yeah, that was just all on board.
in the area to process.
Did they all receive the same charges? Were there different charges for different people?
The Drug Enforcement Administration will be handing down the charges, I'm not sure at the time.
They're all federal charges.
They're all
They have no
federal
state
charges?
record.
federal drug charges?
Yes.
And they're all being held in Bowling Green?
Mhm.
At which center?
Not sure the location.
Is that the, it's warrant, yeah, so it's federal, it's federal facility at the, I know it's not part of the county facility, it's a federal facility there that they were taken to and released to the U.S. Marshal Service there. I think it's at the federal courthouse there in Bowling Green. I think they have a holding facility attached to that.
Thank you very much.
Anybody else? Good?
Thanks.
Thank you guys for coming out. Sorry we couldn't get anything out sooner, but we were kinda had our hands full.
Good work.
Thank you.
Good job.